Your favorite snacky snacks for you and your kids are getting a makeover and they're dressing up as health food, but are they really? Big food brands are beefing up their snacks by adding protein to their products. But is this a genuine shift toward better health or just clever marketing? Welcome to Working It Out with Anna Kooiman. Hey, that's me. I'm Anna Kooiman, and I'm a certified fitness trainer and a fitness nutrition specialist. Our Cliff Notes episode today is going to help you figure out if those protein-packed waffles and even new Starbucks protein coffee drinks are actually any healthier than what we've all been consuming for years. As today's Mama Fitness tip is all about stopping the slouch that we get from texting on our phones and holding our kids. I'm going to be sharing 3 exercises you can do using just an exercise band. Don't get duped by high protein health claims. If it's a new high protein branded snack and it comes in a package and it's not from a whole food, it's most likely a marketing ploy, very likely anyway. Have you been trying to get in more protein? A lot of people are. Is your social media feed, is it just full of protein, protein, protein? Well, 70% of Americans say they are trying to get in more protein, up from 59% just 3 years ago. So it's a real trend, and big food companies are trying to cash in. Companies like Kellanova, that's the maker of Pop-Tarts, and then PepsiCo, which owns Doritos, they're taking full advantage here. Protein Pop-Tarts are set to hit shelves next month with 10 grams of protein per serving. Doritos is launching a high protein chip line, and even Eggo waffles are getting a protein boost. The global market for protein fortified foods is expected to reach $100 billion by 2030. So this isn't the first time food companies have really jumped onto these diet trends, right? You probably remember the low-fat craze from the late 80s and the 90s, or how about the gluten-free boom of the 2010s? Companies have a long history of rebranding products to fit the latest health fad, often without making them any healthier. Listen to this.
100% a diet fad. And it started because of the semaglutides and Ozempic, and people were losing weight and they were also losing muscle because every single pound is water, fat, and muscle. So this just boomed an entire industry of protein.
So a lot of these folks who are on these weight loss medications that can often lead to a decrease in muscle mass have been told to increase their protein. So that's part of why big food companies are cashing in. And it's not just about snacks either. You got Starbucks and Kroger. They are testing protein boosted coffees and French toast sticks too. It sounds kind of nice actually, but here's the catch. Protein-packed labeling often doesn't mean healthy. In fact, sometimes it's the opposite. Studies show most of these products are still ultra-processed foods and loaded with sugar and fat and sodium and other additives. In fact, the National Institute of Health points to one international review that 91% of foods with marketing protein claims were actually less healthy overall. So what should we really be looking for? Well, the key I like to tell people to do is to turn around the product and read the actual ingredients that are on that label and not just the buzzwords that say protein, protein, protein all over the front of it, or low fat or gluten-free or whatever the trend is. And while the FDA does outright limit, provocative health claims, companies can still slap protein on the front and make it seem a lot healthier than it truly is. But here's the thing, if you're really trying to improve your health, you don't need processed foods at all to get in your protein. Whole, natural foods like lean meats, lower fat dairy, and lentils are naturally packed with protein and come without the added sugar, sodium, and chemicals that you'll find in these snacks that are marketed as protein packed. Now, other fitness coaches like me, fortunately, are evolving too. We're all starting to look at food chemicals and additives and not just the macros like the protein, fat, and carbohydrates. Listen.
Just because it says it's higher protein or it's quote unquote, a healthy food, you really have to read the label, look at the calories, and, make sure that the ingredients are something that is going to, be okay for your body.
So in saying all that, protein is key to longevity, and it isn't just for meatheads at the gym either. It's essential for all of us because it helps to build and repair muscle. It supports our immune system, our hormones, hair, skin, nails, all of it. Protein also curbs overeating by keeping us full and satisfied for longer. So this, of course, helps with weight management too. So even if you aren't aiming for those visible muscle tone, physique type goals, here's the bottom line. Protein is good for you, but a Pop-Tart that's pumped up with protein, it's still an ultra-processed food and not a whole food. So if you're looking for a healthier option, like most of my students are, reach for those that are naturally high in protein. I'll get a little bit more specific here. chicken, fish, eggs, edamame, cottage cheese, Greek yogurt. Those are some of my absolute staples. I hope that helped.